Okay, it's rap pack to my pulse flat. We keep it real, no false rap. I got 4 cars and they all black. Got 4 bras and they all that. We call that ballin'. Doing this is my calling. Flow is so appalling. My phone off and she calling. I'm like, yeah.
What's going on, internet, and welcome back to Nth-Level Entertainment, the most awesome series, comic book, and movie-related YouTube channel in South Africa. I am your host, the Entertainer, and today I am going to do a bit of a recap review on Arrow Season 7, Episode 1. Quite an interesting episode. I just got done watching it a few minutes ago. I've got some mixed feelings about it, I think, because it had a little bit of everything, as far as, you know, it's got like some drama, it's got some action, it had some foreshadowing for the direction that the plot might go this season. Some interesting and new characters were introduced. There's a bit of a mystery character who came up that seems to have his own flashbacks, like, you know, in the style of the classic Arrow flashbacks that we had since season 1. They were supposed to have been stopped by the time season 6 rolled around, but it looks like they're still continuing with that. So the episode kicks off with Oliver in jail. We have a bit of a montage of what, like, you know, day-to-day prison life is like for him. You know, he's trying to keep his nose clean, he's avoiding people, he's avoiding getting into fights, he's constantly working out in his cell. And you know, the prisoners and even the wardens are taking a lot of pleasure in the fact that he's in there with them suffering. You know, like the way they say his name, prisoner 4587, wake up, rise and shine, it's gonna be a beautiful day, whatever the hell he said. So yeah, that's an interesting open. I guess we knew he was gonna end up there based on how season 6 ended. But it was nice that they actually delved deeper into it and they didn't just sort of find a convenient plot device to write him out of prison with. So that was interesting. We see how the rest of the crew is holding up, you know, life after vigilantism or whatever it is. Wild Dog is, like, you know, leading, he's operating some sort of a gym, teaching kids how to defend themselves, getting them off the streets. His daughter is part of that. We see that Dinah Drake is now has been promoted to police captain in the Star City Police Department. We see Curtis is now head of R&D at Argus. We saw very little of John Diggle, who's working with Curtis at Argus. We see Felicity is now working at a coffee shop. She's a barista. She's taking care of William. One thing that I did find interesting is that at some point in the show, I can't remember which specific point in the episode, but there was the same trailer music playing that played in Titans' first trailer, the DC Comics show Titans, that's on the new DC Universe streaming service. So I don't know if that is a way for the show producers to suggest that they want to eventually merge universes or whatever the case may be. But I found that interesting. It wasn't a bad episode. The action was brilliant, especially when Oliver eventually decided to start fighting back towards the end. Like, there was that shower scene, and then there was that Gen Pop scene where he beats up all those thugs in the in the weightlifting field, whatever you want to call it. It was pretty gritty, you know. And the other interesting thing that I found about that is that to me it felt like a bit of a callback to the Arrow movie that was supposed to come out a few years ago, that was supposed to be based on him in like maximum security or penitentiary, something like that, where he was supposed to break into a facility like that in order to get a specific villain or information, whatever the case was. The plot was basically surrounded around a prison system. So I found that an interesting Easter egg as well to see in this episode. So it wasn't the strongest start as far as a season opener that we've seen before in Arrow, but it wasn't terrible either. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Flash season opener a lot as well. I'll be reviewing that a bit later on. But yeah, this wasn't a bad episode as far as I'm concerned. We'll see how things go down the line. It was nice to see Michael Jai White again as Bronze Tiger. Always a pleasure to see Michael on screen. One of the most underutilized actors, in my opinion, especially in the role of, you know, an action star martial artist. You know, he's one of the last remaining real martial artists we have that have any acting skill. I feel like he needs to be utilized a lot more these days, especially in the advent of comic book movies and the technology that we have available to make them so good these days. But nonetheless, it was a great episode. And that's it for me. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode, if you've seen it. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, click on the thumbs up icon, leave us a like. If you'd like to see more from Nth-Level Entertainment, please click subscribe and click on the bell icon so you are notified every time I drop new content on this here channel. This is Z the Entertainer. Thank you very much for spending time with me. As usual, people, take care of each other, stay awesome, stay chasing your dreams to infinity and beyond.
Hey guys, thanks a lot. If you want to see some more from us, click here or click here.